Hello friends, good morning. So today I'm going to explain how to use Excel in Automation Anywhere 2019 version. So here you can see I'm opening the Excel file. So this is my Excel input file. So I have created around 5 columns of data: employee number, employee name, salary, city, and gender. So we have to read this data from this Excel file. So by using Automation Anywhere 2019 version. Now I'm going to Automation Anywhere, create new task, bot. So I'm giving bot name as Excel. Select create and edit. Now go to the Excel commands, actions, Excel basic. Okay. So I'm going to use Excel basics. So in Excel basic, what happened, right? So when we are opening the Excel, okay, it won't open in the foreground. So we cannot able to see in the foreground. So everything, it happens in the background only. So first I'm going to open the Excel file, select this one and go to the desktop file and browse. So now I'm going to give the path here, D drive, sorry, desktop, employee. So I have given the path, Excel file path, you can see here. Now I am selecting the header, okay, this checkbox, sheet contains header. So my Excel file having the headers, right? So I have selected the sheet contains a header. So if I want to read specific sheet name, so it will read that specific sheet name data, okay? So I'm giving that sheet name. So go to rename, copy the sheet name, go to Automation Anywhere, provide the sheet name. You can see read only mode. So okay, so Excel file open in the read only mode means only we can read the data from Excel file, and we cannot write anything in the Excel file, and we cannot update any data in the Excel file also, we cannot delete. So only we can do read only if you are selecting read only mode. So now I'm selecting read and write mode. So I can read the data from Excel file as well as I can write the data into the Excel file. So, okay, in case your Excel file having password protected, then select the checkbox and enter the password. So now my Excel file does not have the password. So I'm unselecting. So session name. So I'm giving session name as default. Okay. Now, so I'm opening the Excel. Now I'm going to the get multiple cells. So just drag and drop get multiple cells. So go to here. See, we have three options are there here. Look through. So you can see retrieves multiple cell values from an Excel spreadsheet. So by using this get multiple cells, we can get the all the rows of data. So whatever rows are available in the specific sheet, you can see here. So we are reading a specific sheet name, right? From sheet one, okay. I can read the data, entire sheet data, okay, if I'm selecting all rows. So if I'm selecting specific rows, so from sheet one, I can select only a specific rows of data only. So like, for example, I'm reading data from first row to 10th row. Okay. So this is the specific row. Cell range. Cell range means A1, like you can see. So I wanted to read the data from A1. You can see I am reading, I wanted to read the data from this range, okay? Means A1 to E4, okay? So A1 to E4. So if I'm using cell range, we have to provide the input like this. If I'm going to specific rows, now I can mention only rows, first row to fourth row. So it won't think about the columns, how many columns are there. You can see here, just I have given first row to fourth row. But here I have total 5 columns of data, A column, B column, C, D, E. So it reads all the 5 columns data. If I'm going with the specific rows, first row to fourth row. So it won't think about the columns, okay, how many columns are there. But you can go cell range. Here you have to give the row address and cell column address also. A1, like A1 to D10, for example. So A1, I'm just A1, I'm giving to E5, like this. If I'm selecting all rows, means it read all the data. Okay, so whatever data available in the Excel file, it reads all the data. Now, so get multiple cells, all rows, default session. Now I'm going to the, okay. So after applying get multiple cells, then entire data will come into this session, right? Default session. So the data available in this session. Now I wanted to read the data from this session one by one row. So for that, I'm going to the loop. Go to the loop, drag and drop the loop. Select this option and go to the loop here. Go down, Excel basic. You can see here Excel basic, Excel advanced is there. So currently I am using Excel basic commands only, right? That's why I'm selecting Excel basic. So now again you can see loop through. So I'm reading all the rows, right? That's why I'm selecting all rows. So my session name is same, right? So when I'm opening the session, when I'm opening the Excel, I have given session name as default. So same session name I am giving in the loop also. So you can see in the get multiple cells also same session name. Okay, we have to maintain the same session name. So go to the loop and we have selected session name as default. Now we can see multiple variables. So see, we have data, okay, in 5 columns on multiple rows. So each column data, okay, for example, employee number 111, I want to store into one variable. Employee name, I want to store into another variable. So for this, I am creating the multiple variables here. Okay. So multiple variables, select multiple variables option. So add variable mapping. So add variable mapping, you can see here what happened, right? We have key and value. So it's a nothing but dictionary. Okay. So what is dictionary means? It stores data into key and value format. Okay. So now I'm giving this key name as this one. Okay. This one I'm giving key name. Now I have to store the data, right? If I'm selecting, nothing is there here. Okay. So I'm creating one variable. Just come here, select here. So V employee number. So you can see type. Okay. So the what are the type of the value I'm storing into the variable, we have to represent here. I'm selecting any. Okay. So if I'm selecting any, so I can store any type of data into this VENO variable data. Okay. Like string type, boolean, date and time, we can see multiple types of variables we can create in the 2019 version. Okay. So string type, we can create number, date, time, boolean, file, but I am selecting any. Any means an untyped value. Okay. We can store any type of value. So employee number, create and select, add. Now we can see key value is employee number. So I'm storing this value into one variable VENO. So we can delete and we can edit this variable also. Okay. So now, so we have to create 5 types of variables. Okay, so we are storing 5 columns result, right? So that's why I'm storing into 5 different variables. Okay, now go here. So add variable mapping. Now I'm storing employee name. Okay, I'm just giving v name any add again. I have created total 5 variables, employee number, MVNO. So I'm just updating this one. VNO already is there. It is showing small letters here, small e, but I have given caps E. Here you can see. Okay, no problem. We can see execution time, or I can delete the variable this one. Add variable, by number. Okay, okay, no issues. So while, okay, I'm not using while command. Okay, I'm going to the iterate. Okay, for each row in worksheet. Okay, so default based on this session name, data will get okay from the session. Okay, so I am applying the loop on this session. Okay, so in this session I am applying each row in worksheet. Okay, so you can see now I wanted to display the values. Okay, I'm going to the message box. Just select. Okay, double click, go here, function F2, press function F2 and select the variable here, employee number. Insert this one, Control C, Control V. Now I'm going here, delete function F2, press function F2. Now it will come here, select employee name, insert. Now I'm just selecting this one, copy, paste, function F2, employee number, employee name, salary. So I'm just giving salary. city. So city. Next, gender. So I can see now. So first I'm opening the Excel file. Okay, I'm giving the sheet contains headers, specific sheet name, and read write mode. Okay, the session name is will be default. Okay, so I'm getting all the data. Okay, so I'm taking all the data and I'm going here. I'm applying the loop. So in loop, I'm selecting Excel basic for each row in worksheet. So go down here. So loop through all the rows. Okay, and session name will be default and select the multiple variables and create a key name and variable. Okay, so employee number data I'm storing into VNO and gender I'm storing into V gender. Okay, so like this I did. So within the loop I have created the message boxes. Okay, to display the employee number, employee name, salary, city, and gender. Now let's try to execute this one. Save, run. Now Excel will open at backend only, but already I have opened for your reference purpose. Now you can see. So triple one. Okay, triple one. Daniel 76,000. Bangalore, male. 112. Swami 12563. Hyderabad, female. 113. Sai 4796. So we can see bot reading all the data from the Excel file. So this is the last row. Okay, the Excel file 117. Kamakshi, Kolkata, female. It's over. Okay. So like this, we can read the data from the Excel file in Automation Anywhere 2019 version. Okay. Now I'm going here. Loop. Okay. Okay. Now I have selected all the rows, right? Now what I'm doing, I'm selecting specific rows. Specific rows from first row to fourth row only. Okay. So I'm reading only this data. Okay. So only up to fourth row I will get this data. Okay, headers we don't get, right? Anyway, we don't need headers, so but will return only these values. Okay, so up to Sai, from Daniel to Sai. So I'm going here. So select get multiple cells. Okay, go to multiple select. Now I'm selecting specific rows. Okay, and give the starting row number as 1 and starting up to 4. Okay, now go to the loop. In the loop also select specific rows. Here you can give first row to fourth row. Okay, so we don't need to change anything here. Okay, in the loop also we don't need to change anything. So under variable section, this add variable mapping, we don't need to do anything. Just I have changed here, loop through specific rows, and I have given from row as 1 and 2 row as 4, and get multiple cells. I have selected specific rows, first row and fourth row. From first row to fourth row, I entered the in these fields. Okay, I'm just saving and run. Now I'm opening the Excel. Now you can see. So 111 Daniel 76000 Bangalore male. 112 Swani 12563 Hyderabad female. 113 Sai 47896. This is actually last row. Okay, Delhi mail. Now you can see, but execution stop because we have given up to first row to fourth row only, right? So that's why but returns up to these values. Okay, up to fourth row only it returns. So this is nothing but specific rows. Okay, now I can see. Now I'm going here, cell range. Okay, cell range means I'm giving A1. So I'm giving A1 to E4. A1 to not E4. So A1 to E4. E4. Okay. Now I'm going to the loop. Here also I'm changing cell range A1 E4. Okay. So I have selected in the get multiple cells. Okay, I have selected cell range. I have given A1 and E4 from cell A1 to cell E4 and in loop. Okay, loop through cell range. I have given from cell as A1 and to cell as E4. So no need to change anything here. Okay, just save and run the. Now I'm opening that Excel file. Triple one Daniel 76,000 Daniel male 112 Swami 12563 Hyderabad female 113 Sai 4786 Delhi male, but stop the execution because I have given A1 to E4. So A1, I have given A1, but it didn't return the employee number value because here I have selected sheet contains header. That's why it didn't return the header names. Okay. Now I will show you one more thing. For example, okay, I have selected get multiple cells. Now I'm giving, okay, now I don't need all, okay. Let me show you another one. All rows. I have selected all rows. In the get multiple cells, I have selected all the rows. I'm going to the loop, but here I am not, I'm just selecting cell range, okay? Not all rows here. So I'm continuing with my cell range option only, okay? So how it works, we can see. So simply in the get multiple cells, I have selected all rows, okay? And in the loop, I have selected cell range. Now we can see how it works. So just run, open the Excel file. Triple one Daniel 76,000 Bangalore male 112 Swami seat returns. Okay, so okay, I will show you another one. So now we have selected A1 to E4, right? So now I need only this only up to C. Okay, A, B, C. These three columns data only I need. Now what I am going get multiple cells. So here I am not changing anything. Loop through all rows. Okay, I'm going to the loop. Now I am selecting here A, C. Okay. Now go down. So A, B, C means up to employee number, employee name, salary. Employee number, employee name, salary. City we don't need, right? Delete. Gender we don't need, right? Delete. Employee number, employee name, salary, city. So okay, select these three dots, disable action. So then it won't execute. Okay. save, run. Triple one, Daniel, 76,000. 112, Swanny, 12563. So because I have given A1 to C4 only, right? So that's why it's giving up to salary only. 113, Sai, 478, close. Okay. So like this Excel, okay, Excel under basic Excel, get multiple cells command works. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. So I'm going here. You can see this is flow I have selected, right? So everything is showing in flow chart. Okay. Now you can go to list. You can see how it shows. Excel basic open spreadsheet. So same thing. Get multiple cells and loop message boxes. Order showing order. If you go into flow, it will show as flow chart. Okay. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.